Hi, I'm Eric Soy, president of Black Swamp Percussion, and we're here at PASIC 2014 in Indianapolis with Steve Weiss Music, and I'd like to show you a few of the new items that we have for this upcoming year. The first thing we have is the DeSanza Triangle Trigger, and this is a project that Anthony DeSanza, who teaches at University of Wisconsin at Madison, came to me. And in 2001, he had a contraption he built specifically for a piece that was written for he and his wife to play. His wife is a pianist, and it was a piano percussion duo, and he needed to remotely be able to play the triangle because his hands had mallets in them. So he came to me many years ago, actually, and finally, the last year we started working on this, and this is the result. It's a remote triangle system that has a small rubber band that presses on the triangle beater, and the triangle beater in turn hits the triangle. And what we wanted is a triangle trigger system that was as adjustable as possible, and that requires putting an angle of attack on the triangle beater, also being able to hit the triangle more towards the corner, because some favor the corner, some the middle, but just to give you that option, so that the hanger system at the top here is adjustable up and down for various sizes of triangle, and then you can adjust where you want it, left or right, depending on the sound you want or the particular setup that you're in. The triangle beater that comes with it is a small spectrum beater, but the unique little system we have here, and again, all this is adjustable for the best action for any beater that you have. You can not only fit a 1/4 inch diameter shaft, but simply by rotating this is a 3/16 diameter shaft, or you go all the way to the other side, and that's an 1/8 inch diameter shaft. And again, this is all adjustable. It will come with a default position that's marked. So if you ever have an issue, you can just set it back to the default position, and then you can kind of adjust it from there. And then we also have an attachment that we'll sell separately, and this is for crotales and crotales and finger cymbals. This is a finger cymbal mounted on here. Pretty much fits any size finger cymbal that's out there. Tony has a huge collection of finger cymbals, everywhere from a very small diameter to very large ones like this. The kit comes with this mount, this post, and a tube that's threaded. So you thread one crotale onto one, and you thread the other onto this. And it's the angles that we worked on and the tension of the rubber band, the crotales hit together without buzzing, without having too little contact, without having too much, and that was the challenge. And this works great because it's just like you're playing it with two finger cymbals in your hand. So that's the DeSanza Triangle Trigger, and that'll be available at Steve Weiss very soon. We're going to start the first production run after we get done with PASIC here. So the next thing I want to show you is our 20th anniversary drum. We've been in business for 20 years, and Steve Weiss has been a key partner for every single one of those 20 years. And so we want to do a special run of 20 drums with our own steam bent shell that we make in-house. And this is a bocote hardwood, which is a native wood to Mexico. All made in-house. We've got the multi-sonic system. We've got the straight hoops with the claw, but the special thing that we've come up with is this patent pending topside snare system. Not a new idea of a topside snare system, but the way we do it and the adjustments that are available make it so you can instantly change the sound of the drum from your normal snare drum sound with the snares on the bottom. When you add the topside, it not only really increases the quiet sensitivity and the very articulate patterns you can play, but it also increases the upper range to almost a pipe band, very aggressive, very marcato type sound. And you simply rotate this lever to turn the snares on, and then on the opposite side, and this is the key, this adjusts the pressure of the snares towards the head. And that's what makes the difference between a snare system that sounds okay and one that sounds really good. A lot of the older ones had issues because they did not have that vertical pressure adjustment, and actually the way that it bows the snares into the head provides a firm contact all the way from one side to the next, because you don't have a snare bed on top, obviously, which is the arc that's created in the bottom head. So you somehow have to create that same kind of pressure of all the way from one side of the snares to the other on the top head, which is of course flat because the top bearing edge is flat. Very minimal hardware on the inside. It all lays very flat against the edges. There's no large hardware pieces that go through the middle. We're really proud of this, and these drums are available through Steve Weiss Music right now. So that's it for this year, and we hope to see you again next year. Thanks to Steve Weiss Music. Bye.